All right, let's do it. How's it going, Rogues Gallery? And welcome to another Gundam card game news video here on Red Zone Rogue. We have actually a ton of news, some really exciting stuff, to the point where I actually don't know what is the most exciting. We have news of a confirmation of starter deck restocks from Bandai. We have the full deck list for the Iron-Blooded Orphans starter deck, or starter deck 5, and we have just a ton of spoilers, a lot of really cool cards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our overlay and talk about everything. As always, if you like the video, hey, maybe like and subscribe. It's true when you look at the metrics and all the other YouTubers say, like, most of the people who watch the videos aren't subscribed. Yeah, that's actually true. So hey, maybe fix that. Or not, whatever. I ain't your boss. Anyway, let's do this. All right, so we just have the IBO thing, the little splash screen to set the stage. As we talk about not IBO, we're actually going to talk about first this here. This is the official Gundam card game Japanese Twitter. I would recommend following their Japanese account as well as the English account, because they are both very useful in getting a lot of news. But anyway, it says here, this is a translated version. It says, notice the start deck 1 through 4 is currently in short supply. I think everyone knows this, and we apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. Preparations for reproduction has been completed, so it is expected to become available for purchase sequentially at Premium Bandai and in stores. That's really important. Starting from mid-October onwards. We will continue to strengthen our production system to ensure that more people can enjoy it in the future. Okay, I love this. They did a similar thing addressing product shortages like a month or so ago, talking about the booster box. Now we have it about the starter decks. And this is fantastic. I know a lot of people were speculating, oh, maybe we're not even going to get the starter decks reprinted. Well, no, that's not true. We are getting starter decks reprinted. Of course, this is on the official Japanese account. As far as I know, this sentiment has not been made. This post had not been made on the English account yet, but still, we got restocks for the English version, so hopefully we're going to get some restocks and reprints for the starter deck as well. And this is great. This is what you want to see. You want to see the acknowledgement of product shortage as well as reprints and an effort to do better, which I think is fantastic. And like I said, I think it's actually really important. It's going to also be in stores, not just Premium Bandai, but also Premium Bandai. So if you're going to be one of the people who want to buy online and you want to buy directly and at MSRP, this is going to be a good way to do so. And if they print enough to make it so that it's not viable to scalp or bot this, then this is going to be great. So yeah, fantastic news for everyone who wants to get into it. And hopefully that'll help drive some prices down, because the starter decks contain very good cards, staples, and we're going to talk about that as we get into the next topic, and that is we have the full list for Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now I have the actual list here. Oh, it's kind of cut off a little bit on my hold on, there you go. Yeah, so you can see the full list and how many of each card come with this. As with most Bandai trading card games, if you want the full playset of everything, well, then you would need to buy 2 of these, right? And the big thing here is actually going to be the LR Barbatos, as well as our hard removal card here. So let's go ahead and talk about them. Also, we have a reprint, which is actually really cool. This is actually a reprint of Unforeseen Incident, which is actually sweet. It's a great card. And here we see the reprint as it struggles to load of Unforeseen Incident. This one is the just the full art version. So yes, you could get this deck as a god deck, which is a deck that's just all foil, all extended art. But yeah, we have a reprint of Unforeseen Incident. This comes in a 2 of. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, good. Need more Unforeseen Incidents? Want some different art? Cool. So I'm happy about that. This is a great card. Next up, we've already talked about this before, but the Gundam Barbatos 4th Form. This is a fantastic card, and I think this is going to be a pretty big staple in a lot of the purple decks going forward. You get to choose one other unit and deal 1 damage to it. It gets +1 AP during this turn. I kind of read over that quickly. Choose one of your other units. So this hits one of your things, and then you pump it up. And then while this is damaged, it gets suppression, which does double damage to shields. Not bases, but shields, right? So it breaks 2 shields at a time, which is really strong. Obviously, it links with Mikazuki, and it is a Tekiden Gundam frame. It's 4/5. This is a really good card. Now we have the Gundam Barbatos second form. Level 4, 2 cost 2/4. While it's damaged, it gets plus 2 AP. This is fine. I'm not sure this will see a ton of play. The level cost is very, very high, but it is kind of like a 4/3 kind of, because it has to be damaged to get the bonus here, but it does link with Mikazuki. I think that one's fine. We have the GCS Mobile Worker, level 1, 1 cost 0/2, and then you can activate on your main, rest it. You shoot one of your units for 1 damage, but it gets plus 1 AP. I think this could see play if you really, really need the self-damaging kind of stuff going on. It is just a level 1, 1 cost, which is nice too. But it's a 0/2, so if you activate this, it's a free kill, right? Your opponent can just smash him with anything and kill any of the 1-drop 2/2s, which is like, there's a billion of them now. There's even more now. And here's the full art. I guess we'll just go like this. We have the Gray's Custom, level 2, 1 cost 2/2. Hey, look, like I said, there's a billion of them now. There's going to be this type of card for, I imagine, every color and faction combination is the Tekiden. So yeah, there you go. If you like your 1-drop 2/2s, there you go. I personally, I don't like the 1-drop 2. I mean, like, I think they're a necessary thing that you have to play, but I'm just generally not a big fan of vanilla cards in trading card games, and I look for any opportunity I have to not play them. When I played a lot, I still play a lot of Shadowverse Evolve, but when I was playing like my sword decks and doing quite well with them, one of the first things I did was cut the 3/3 for 2. A lot of the people were swearing by it, but I'm like, no, I'd get that out of here. Doesn't do anything immediately, just sits there, just a big doofus. Yeah, so I think these are kind of a necessary thing, but hopefully over time we won't have to run these. And I'm already, like I said, finding reasons to cut them. To the chagrin of some people in the deck tech videos, they think I should be running more of these. Maybe I should, but it's just like a personal thing. I still run them in some decks, but in like mid-range and control decks, I feel so bad. We have Gundam Guzian Rebake. This is one that I don't actually know how to pronounce, even though I am currently watching IBO. They don't talk about this all that much. I know Akihiro, he's the dude who's piloting. He's the, what do they call it? Is it human garbage or human trash? Yeah, they don't talk about his Gundam all that much. But Guzin? I'm gonna say Guzin. Gundam Guzin Rebake. Anyway, this is a level 4, 3 cost 3/4, and when it is destroyed, you choose one enemy unit with 4 or less AP and rest it. This card is interesting. I don't think it's that good, to be honest, because it gives your opponent the well, when it's destroyed on your turn, it still does it. Okay, maybe I could see some play with this, where on your turn, you attack into one of your opponent's things, you do a trade, and then you can rest something else, and then make it vulnerable to attack. I could see something like that. But man, being a 3 cost level 4 is a little rough, though it does have that link with Akihiro, which is pretty good. This is like fine, but I don't think I'm not sure it's constructed playable. It might be, but we'll see. Then there's the full art. Then we have the Hyakuren. This one is another Rezel. Level 3, 2 cost 4/3. Once again, I'm not a big fan of just the vanilla stat units. The Rezel type unit is pretty strong. The 4 attack isn't too bad, and makes it so like just any +1 can take out most bases. But having 3 health means it trades with a lot of 2-drops as well. There's a lot of just like level 2, 3/2s, right? So I don't know. I think these are fine. They'll probably still see play. This one will definitely see play in purple decks. But as the game rolls out, as more powerful cards get made and printed, I have a feeling that all of these vanilla just Chunguses are going to be cut. But for now, we haven't seen the full set 2 list. This is probably going to see a lot of play in purple decks. There's the full art version. Also, it looks really cool. I do very much like this. This is a Teiwaz unit. This is next up we have McGillis's Schwalb. I think that's how you say it. Schwalb Greys. I'm not sure about this one. So this one is the other LR that comes in the starter deck. So this is a level 4, 3 cost 4/2. It has blocker. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of blockers today. And then when you pair it with any pilot, choose one enemy unit that is level 3 or lower, and it gets -2 during this turn. which is fine. It's a one-shot -2 AP. This one also has blocker, but it's also a 4/2, so it dies to like a lot of stuff. It dies to a Marita Cruz Kshatriya combo. It dies to close combat. So I don't know. It's a tough one here. And once again, it does link with McGillis, and it is a Gjallarhorn trait. I do like this character McGillis, by the way. He's actually I think he's my favorite character from IBO. I like interesting bad guys. Anyway, spoilers, he's a bad guy. Well, I don't know, it's a little gray. I don't know. Anyway, we have the Gray's commander type. I think this is a really interesting card. It's a level 3 2-cost blocker. That's a 3/2. So it's kind of like a slower Zawart, because Zawart is a level 2, right? So I don't think this replaces Zawart. You're going to be running this probably in addition to it, just because Zawart is a level 2, and that's the most important part about Zawart, is that it is a level 2. The Zawart is the kind of card that I really like, as opposed to like just the vanilla 2/2s, right? It's a 3/2 with blocker that has like a little bit of a downside. Same level though. And this one is pretty solid, right? It links with any Gjallarhorn pilot. It's a 3/2 with blocker, but it does come down a turn later. But I do like that it links, which is really good. I really like units that link, because you still always have the potential to actually play it and then link it and get some advantage. So I think this card's pretty good, actually. Not better than, well, it's different. We have another card we're gonna talk about later that's the same thing, but it's a 3/3 with no link, and I think that one's also kind of cracked. All right. And here's the full art. Next we just have a regular Grays. Hey, look, here's another level 2 1-drop 2/2. Yep, like I said, there's going to be this for every color permutation and faction, I imagine. It's just kind of like a standard generic unit. Next up we have Mikazuki August. We ever talked about this one before. I think Mikazuki's really good. He's a level 4 1-cost 2/1 pilot. And then when you pair it, not link it, whenever you pair it, you choose one of your units and an enemy unit, and you deal 1 damage to each of them. So this hits any unit of any level, which is great. It does hit one of your units, but presumably you're going to be making a deck that synergizes with that. And I think paired with, I shouldn't say paired, because that's a mechanic, but when you put this in a deck with stuff like Marita Cruz, I think it's going to be really sweet. That's probably what I'm going to be first looking at, a red-purple deck with Mikazuki and Marita doing like a kind of like direct burn style deck. I don't know, I think it could be cool. And good. Cool and good. Next up we have Akihiro. He's a level 3 1-cost 1/1 pilot. And then during link, so this one has to be linked specifically, during your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, choose 1 Tekkadan unit card level 2 or lower from your trash, add it to your hand. Cool effect. I like the effect. I like the whole reanimator shenanigans. It has to specifically be linked, but I think it's pretty cool. So if this is going to be, if you're running like a ton of like Tekkadan units that have link potential, I think Akihiro could be good. And I do really like the level 3 pilots as well, especially if you have a turn where you can do, like, you can actually, we just talked about a perfect card for that, right? We talked about the, no, not you, get out of here, you. So like we can play Grays and then immediately play Akihiro and link them up, because, oh no, wait, this is Gjallarhorn. Oh no, where is, this is the Akihiro one. Okay, well, that play does not work, because that's Gjallarhorn. Well, alas. Be on the lookout for level 3 2-cost units that link with Tekkadan or Alea Vignana or Akihiro specifically. Because you can do a thing where you, like, I don't know, like trade in with your little 2/2 Chungus or something, and then play Akihiro, smash into something else, get the effect, and then get the card back. I don't know. I could see some potential. Here's McGillis, level 4 1-cost 2/1 pilot. When you pair, if you have 2 or more other Gjallarhorn or Tekkadan units in play, choose 1 enemy unit with 3 HP and rest it. So it's kind of like a worse Amuro, to be honest, because Amuro is just like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna rest anything level, was it like level 5 or lower? This one you have to have a lot of requirements. I don't know. It's just like a worse Amuro. But it is Gjallarhorn, so maybe this will see play. We're going to talk about some other cards that are just like, feel like worse versions of other cards as well. But I'm not sure about this one. I'm really not sure about this one. I definitely don't think he's as good as Mikazuki. With Iron and Blood, interesting command card. With Orga on here. I really like Orga as well, from IBO. Level 2, 1 cost command card, main or action, choose one of your units, deal 1 damage to it, and it gets +3 AP. Pretty good. It enables a self-damaging kind of mechanic, but also gives you +3 AP, so presumably you can trade into something much bigger. Yeah, I think this card's alright. Might see play in those decks that care about this mechanic, but it might not as well, depending on what other things you could, you know, drum up from the set and the deck. And then we have Fatal Strike. So this is the command card you only get 2 of, which is a reason why you're probably going to want to buy 2 of the starters, just so you can have 2 of the Barbatos LR and 2 of the Fatal Strike. So this is a level 4 2 cost. On burst, you select an enemy unit, deal 1 damage to it, which is alright. And then on main, choose an enemy unit level 3 or lower and destroy it. So this blows up Lifriths and all the other like lower blockers, including some of the stuff we're going to talk about a little bit later that I think is going to see a lot of play. This also blows up all of the Rezels and the Rezel likes. So I think Fatal Strike is actually really solid. It's a little bit slow, but I think it's pretty good. I think this will see play for sure. I'm not sure if it'll see play in 4-ofs, but 2s and 3s very likely. And cards like this make me want to do more with my Gundam aerial rebuild deck, so you can kind of get stuff like this back, get some good value. I think this card's really good. I think full arts of this one's gonna have a nice premium. And then we have the Isaribi. This is a base, so it's a level 3 1 cost. On deploy, obviously you put a shield in your hand as the base thing. On main, you can activate Rest the Base, choose one of your damage unit, and it gets +2 AP, which is pretty good. This just kind of gives you, you know, helps you fuel all of your damaged synergies. It's only a level 3, so I don't know. This isn't too bad. Once again, if you're doing the whole damaged thing, this is definitely a consideration for sure. And that's it for the starter deck. As we mentioned, you get 3 to 4 of everything, with the exception of Barbatos. 4th form, you only get 2. And then the Fatal Strike, you only get 2 as well. So you very likely are going to want to get 2 starters just to get your full play sets, unless you're like, well, I mean, honestly, if you're running purple and you're running Barbatos, you're probably going to want to play 4 of this one. All right, moving on to all of the other spoilers. By the way, this is the breakdown that we talked about. You only get 3 of the Rezo like units as well. So once again, very likely you're going to want to get 2 of these. All right, we have a lot of other spoilers. These are all going to be from the next booster set, Dual Impact. Here is a token. This is a Datras token. It's a 0-1 token. Yep, it's a 0-1 token. I'm not sure the applications for this token quite yet, because I'm pretty sure. Oh no, this is. So, how do you get this token? It's this card right here. So this is a level 2 2 cost 3-1. When it's destroyed, if you have another new UNE unit in play, you deploy one of these 0-1 Chunguses. If you have any ways to like pump stuff up, I think this could be good, like Vesalius or something like that, to make it, you know, into something actual. That's not too bad. And this one is just on deploy, which is also isn't too bad either. So I actually don't hate this card. I think this card's interesting. This is the kind of level 2 stuff that I like. Has a cool effect. It's a 3-1 body, gives you another body. I think this card's pretty solid. I'm not sure if it has a place right now, but maybe it will after the set comes out. So I think both of those are cool. Ooh, okay, here is the LR version of the Gundam Guzjin Rebake. Please let me know how to say this. Please tell me how to say this. Listen, I am 30 episodes into 50 episodes on IBO currently. I think the show is really good, and I'll probably post about it in the community Discord when I'm finished and give my full thoughts. But I really like the show. I really like the characters. I know a show is good when I really love the antagonists, and I really like the antagonists for Iron-Blooded Orphans. But they don't say the names, and also for the second half I'm watching it in Japanese, so that's also a thing. So anyway, this is a good card. With all that said, this is a good card. So this is another LR. It's a level 5 4 cost 3-5. I like 3-5. 5 health is actually pretty big in Gundam card game. It's a blocker. Well, I heard you like blockers. And on deploy, you choose one of your units and an enemy unit, and you deal 1 damage to each of them. So it's another kind of like a pinger type card. Pings your stuff, pings their stuff. And it's just on deploy, which I think is good. And it's a 3-5 blocker, which is also good. So I think this card's really good. And this one is one that does link with Akihiro and is a Tekken and Gundam frame. So good card. Will likely see play in the purple deck, the self-damage style purple deck. And here is the alternate art, LR +4. It looks really cool. I love this kind of like, I don't know, I would say colored pencil, but like this kind of like chalky, grainy style. I mean, chalky, charcoal. I don't know. It looks cool. I dig it. Fits kind of like the more gritty style of IBO. Next up, we have the Gundam Barbatos First Form. I think this card is really, really good. Level 3, 2 cost, 3/2 LR. I think this is as good or maybe better, depends, than Sharzaku 2, the LR. So on attack, if this unit is damaged, you draw a card. It also links with Mikazuki and has a Tekken and Gundam frame. So any of the things that like let you do 1 point of damage to it is going to make this card super, super good. To note, Mikazuki can deal damage to this on when you play him. All right, so I went ahead and pulled up Mikazuki just so we can kind of see how good this is. So when paired, you choose one of your units and deal, and one enemy unit and deal 1 damage to him, and he gets +2/+1, right? And so what you do is, you'd have to do this on turn 4, because Mikazuki is level 4, right? But you can still do this, right? So this will be a, essentially a 5/2, because Mikazuki will deal 1 damage to it, but it'll also give it +1. So it'll be a 5/2, when it attacks, you draw, and you can attack immediately. So I think this is actually a really, really good combo, and I think this card's actually just really, really good. If your opponent somehow doesn't kill this, you can get multiple card draws off of it. I think this is very good, and definitely going to be a linchpin card of the purple deck. You will be playing 4 of these in your purple deck. Any deck that plays Mikazuki, you're likely going to be playing 4 of these. This is a really good card. And yep, we do have the, ooh, this one's a really higher def than I thought. We have the LR Plus version of the Barbatos First Form. Really cool looking, very like stripped down, like without the armor type card. Very cool looking. All right, next up we have stuff from Gundam Age, I think. So this is the level 3 2 cost, 2/3. It's a rare unit. Once per turn, you when you place an EX resource, choose one of your AGE, yeah, Gundam Age, yeah. Choose one of your Age system units. It gets breached 2 during this turn. Okay, so, and it links with Wolf Enicle. This is one of those series I have not seen, but it is Earth Federation, which is relevant for some cards. This is interesting. This gives you EX resource synergy. So if you're playing this in a deck with like, I don't know, like the Wing Gundam Bird mode or something like that, then you can actually get like triggers off of this. Also, this maybe implies that we're going to see more cards that help you place EX resources, which is pretty interesting. So, interesting card. I don't think it has a home right now, but I think it could have a home. I think it's a cool card, and it's just a level 3 2 cost, so I think it's not too bad. Okay, I'm stoked for this one. Okay, so it's just an uncommon, but I think it implies on other cool stuff that we could get. So this is a level 5 3 cost Psycho Gundam. So this is a Psycho Gundam MA mode, so the mobile armor mode. It's a 3/4 Titans, and it links with any Cyber new type, which is also very cool. And it has repair too. I think by itself, this card, it's like whatever. It's like fine. If you're playing like limited, I think this will be cool in limited. But what this, I think, will hint at is we're actually going to get an actual Psycho Gundam, maybe in the set. And I really hope it's like a big, beefy, just thing. My hope is that it's the first 10 cost 10/10, and that it does something. Psycho Gundam, if you didn't know, in UC Timeline is a massive Gundam that uses like the Psycho frame, and I don't know, it's very cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I want the LR. Show me the LR of the Psycho Gundam. That's what this show. This makes me excited for other stuff. Next up we have Rick Diaz. This is a card that I've alluded to before. I think this card's super good and we'll see play. This is a level 3 2 cost 3/3 with blocker. That's it. It doesn't link or anything like that, but it is just a big effective Chungus, right? It's similar to like a Rezel, right? But instead of having that extra attack, this one has blocker, which I think a lot of the white decks with blocker really care about and like. I think this is more similar to a Lifrith, which is a level 3 2 cost 2/4 blocker. This is a 3/3 blocker, and this one can deal a little bit more damage, whereas Lifrith has a little bit more health. But I think if you're running Lifrith in a deck, you're probably also going to run Rick DS. I think this card is really, really good. It's just a common. It's probably going to be like a, $1 to $2 common, because I think a lot of white decks are going to play this. It's probably one of the best cards they've showed so far, just in terms of actual like competitive playability. Next up, we have the Gun Cannon, level 2, 2 cost 3/2 Earth Federation. It's a red Earth Federation. This one is a G-Quex Gun Cannon. I think this card, I think all the level 2 2 cost cards, like the 3/2s. I think they're all pretty underrated, to be honest. I think this is fine. I think it's fine. If you're running a deck where you care about this kind of stuff, I think it's fine. Yeah, I'm more inclined to play stuff like this. Well, I don't know, actually. I was gonna say more inclined to play stuff like this over the 2/2s, but the 2/2s only cost 1. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I think if you want aggressive, low to the ground stuff, I think this is fine. I think they're all fine. I think they are underrated, though. I think they're better than people think. Okay, now we get to some really sweet cards. The next 2 cards are awesome. So this is Turning Point of History. First of all, great art with my boy Char Aznavour. Level 1 cost, so you can play this on turn 1, which is great. It's just a main phase command card. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and return 1 to the top. Return the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck. Then if you have a new type pilot in play, draw a card. So obviously you want a new type pilot in play. If you play this on turn 1, it just kind of smooths out the next couple turns. But being able to actually draw a card off of this is super good. And I think this, you know, wants you to play a more new type focused deck. And I think this fits into a lot of decks already, right? This fits into your 1-year war deck when you're running Amuro and Char, because they are both new types. And I'm sure this will fit into a lot of other deck archetypes in the future as well. I think this card's very good, and we'll see play 100%. Any 1-drop that like draws and helps you smooth stuff out, it's very good, even if it is a little conditional like this. The next card we have Beneath the Mask with Zex Miliardo Peacecraft. This is a level 1 cost command card. Main or action, choose 1 to 2 enemy units that are level 2 or lower and rest them. I think this card is very good against the low to the ground 1-year war or just any other aggressive style deck that's running just a bunch of level 2 or lowers. I think this card's so good. You have to keep in mind though that you can only do this the way that, you know, fast or instant speed stuff works in Gundam card game is you can only do this during the action phase, and that happens already after your opponent has declared 1 attack. So to get the maximum out of this, they would have to do the attack and have 2 others. Or you just play this on your turn. Well, actually don't play this on your you can play this on your turn to attack into their stuff, but playing this on your turn doesn't really prevent the damage. You can also play this at the end of your opponent's turn to you know, rest their dudes so you can attack into them as well. I think this card's really good. Like very good. It doesn't have any burst, but it's a level 1 cost. I think this card's I think this card's correct. Yeah. So one of the best cards in the set, in my opinion, with the other 1-drop and the 3/3 for 2. Next up, we have a Gundam Aerial Rebuild. I really like this card. It's a level 7, so it's really expensive. 5 cost 5/5 with high maneuver. Just has it. This is 5/5 with high maneuver. And then during pair, if there are 4 or more command cards in your trash, it also gains blocker. I will definitely be trying this out in my aerial rebuild command control deck. Well, with another aerial rebuild. This one also links with Soletta Mercury. But yeah, just a high maneuver. 5/5 high maneuver. This thing just kills bases. This is just a base killer. This is an interesting top end for the deck. This is an interesting finisher. Just having high maneuver gives it a certain degree of inevitability. Also giving it blocker gives you that opportunity to play more defensive if you need to. I think this card's really good, and I think it actually helps the slow control style deck. So yeah, I like this card a lot. Next up, we have a Gaza C, level 1 cost 0/1. You can activate this on main, rest this unit, destroy this, and choose 1 enemy unit that is level 5 or below, I believe, and deal 1 damage to it. I don't know. This card's weird. It just like sacks itself to deal 1 damage. I don't know how to evaluate this card. My first inclination is not very good, but if you have ways to kind of like get it back, to keep like just rebuying it, I think it could be interesting or cool. Also, it's Neo Zeon. Yeah, interesting card. And the next up, or finally, we have Chalia Bull from G-Quacks. Level 5, 1 cost, 1/2. I don't know why this is level 5. I think this is, well, okay, let's continue talking about this. While you have another unit with high maneuver in play, this unit gains +1 AP. So he becomes just a 2/2 if you have a high maneuver in play for 5. That's it. He doesn't give you high maneuver. You just need another thing with high maneuver just to get like 2/2. We already have really good 2/2 pilots that are around this cost. Like Full Frontal is level 6, but we have like Bandager, like Bandager links, right? He is a Xeon and a new type, so that is relevant. But man, this just doesn't feel great. I wish he was already at 2-2, and then he got the extra +1 to make it like a 3-2 or something like that. But as it stands, I don't think he's very good. So, because if you don't have another high maneuver thing, he's just a 1-2 level 5. That doesn't sound very good. That does not sound very good at all. So I don't like this card as a character in GQuacks. I like him. He's a cool character, but as a card, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I think that's gonna do that for us. Or here's Mikazuki again. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Iron Bloom starter deck. I hope to get 2 of them. I hope to do some gameplay of the starter decks battling against each other in the Shuffle Alliance, our Gundam card game gameplay series. If you haven't watched it already, go ahead and check it out. I've even made an entire playlist of it. We have 2 episodes out right now, and then plus the other 3 I did for the beta box battles with my buddy Eric, or better known as Gigi Doa. And, well, we're gonna have a lot more Shuffle Alliance gameplay in the future with a new guest, actually, hopefully tomorrow. These take a long time to edit, and they actually don't get as much views as a video like this one does, but I think they're worth it, and I think they're fun, and yeah, we'll have a new one very, very shortly with a brand new guest, so I'm really looking forward to that. All right, back to me. All right, we're gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite spoiler is in the comments section down below. Are you gonna be building a purple deck? Ooh, I'm really excited for it. Like I said, on the horizon for me, I think is a red-purple deck that uses Merida and Mikazuki, and you get a lot of like ping action going on. It might not be heavy red, because it feels like purple really wants to play a lot of purple stuff, but I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. So stay tuned for some of that. And don't forget to do all the things I said. I'm not going to ask again. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for some more Gundam card game gameplay and content here on Red Zone Rogue. We'll see you then.